back. We're reading the Sealed Nectar. We are on page 256, and we are in the section titled Islam being introduced to Arab tribes and individuals. Okay, Abu Dar al-Ghifari. He used to live in the suburbs of Yathrib. News of the Islamization of Suwaid bin Samit and Ayas bin Mudah reached him and constituted a turning point in his life by itself. Al-Bukhari recorded from Ibn Abbas that Abu Dar said, I was a man from the tribe of Ghifar. We heard that a man had appeared in Mecca, claiming to be a prophet. I said to my brother, Go to that man and talk to him, and bring me his news. He set out, met him, and returned. I asked him, What is the news with you? He said, By Allah, I saw a man enjoining what is good and forbidding what is evil. Okay, he saw a man forbidding what is evil. I said to him, You have not satisfied me with this little information. So I took a water skin and a stick and proceeded towards Mecca. Neither did I know him, i.e. the Prophet, nor did I like to ask anyone about him. I kept on drinking Zamzam water and staying in the mosque. Then Ali passed by me and said, It seems you are a stranger? I said yes. He proceeded to his house, and I accompanied him. Neither did he ask me anything, nor did I tell him anything. The next morning I went to the mosque to ask about the Prophet, but no one told me anything about him. Ali passed by me again and asked, Hasn't the man recognized his dwelling place yet? I said no. He said, Come along with me. He asked me, What is your business? What has brought you to this town? I said to him, If you keep my secret, I will tell you. He said, I will. I said to him, We have heard that a person has appeared here, claiming to be a prophet. I sent my brother to speak to him, and when he returned he did not bring a satisfactory report. So I thought of meeting him personally. Ali said to Abu Dar, You have reached your goal. I am going to him just now, so follow me, and wherever I enter, enter after me. If I should see someone who may cause you trouble, I will stand near a wall, pretending to mend my shoes, as a warning. And you should go away then. Ali proceeded, and I accompanied him till he entered a place, and I entered with him to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to whom I said, Present the principles of Islam to me. When he did, I embraced Islam immediately. He said to me, O Abu Dar, keep your conversion a secret and return to your town, and when you hear of your victory, to return to us. Or when he hears of the victory, to come back. I said, By him who has sent you with the truth, I will announce my conversion to Islam publicly among them. I went to the mosque where some people from Quraysh were present and said, O folks of Quraysh, I testify that La ilaha illallah, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and also testify that Muhammad is Allah's servant and his messenger. Hearing that, the Quraysh men said, Get this Sabi, i.e. Muslim. They got up and beat me nearly to death. Al-Abbas saw me and threw himself over me to protect me. He then faced them and said, Woe to you! You want to kill a man from the tribe of Ghifar, although your trade and your communications are through the territory of Ghifar? They therefore left me. That's a good point. If you're going to trade within their bounds, you can't just do that. The next morning I returned to the mosque and said the same as I have said on the previous day. They again said, Get this Sabi. I was treated in the same way on the previous day, and again Al-Abbas found me and threw himself over me to protect me and told them the same as he had said the day before. So that was the conversion of Abu Dar to Islam. Tufail bin Amr ad-Dawsi. He was an honest poet and the chief of Ad-Dawas tribe, inhabiting an area close to Yemen and South Arabia. He arrived in Mecca in the 11th year of prophethood. Great reception ceremonies were accorded to him on his arrival. The Meccans soon started to say over and over in his ears all sorts of opposition against the Prophet, peace be with him. They even alleged that he had caused the most horrible societal split, dividing all sorts of social life. I was looking up some Catholic art, And then I was going down a rabbit hole of like information, and it seems that the Christians, Catholics and all that, they said the same thing about Muhammad, causing societies to split. It's interesting. So it wasn't just the Quraysh who said that. Dividing all sorts of social life, even the family ties were subject to his schemes and plans of disagreement. They even warned him uh, against speaking or even listening to him. The man, overpowered by these pleas, complied by their requests. He even stuffed his ears with a piece of cotton in order not to hear any word of this. However, when this tribesman entered the mosque, he saw Muhammad, peace be with him, observing his prayer, and out of curiosity he approached him, for it was a divine will to hear the Prophet's sound and appealing words. The temptation to hear more was irresistible, so he followed the Prophet into his home, briefed him on his advent and all the story of the people. Quraysh, Allah's messenger, peace be with him, recited some verses of the noble Quran, and the man managed to taste something exceptionally beautiful and distinguish the truth latent within. He embraced Islam and testified that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger. He then said that he was an influential man among his people and that he would call them to profess Islam. Yet he wanted a supplication from the Prophet, peace be with him, to equip him with a supportive sign that would ease his future task. The Prophet supplicated to Allah for him, and in fact a divine light was bestowed in his whip. He called his father and wife to embrace Islam, and they did respond. His people showed a little lack of interest, but he encouraged them excitedly and was fully successful. He and 70 or 80 of his followers emigrated to Medina after the trench battle. He was a perfect fighter in the cause of Allah and was martyred on the day of Al-Yamama. I wonder if that'd be cool. They should do like a battle scene with the kind of swords they used. Dumad al-Azdi. He came from Azshuna in Yemen. Specialist. I can't believe how much Yemen is involved with this. Like, we don't really learn much about Yemen at all in any really world history class. But I'm learning a lot about Yemen through this book. Specialist in incantation, he arrived in Mecca to hear the fools there say that Muhammad, peace be with him, was out of his mind. He decided to practice his craft on the Prophet, who on seeing him said, "Praise is to Allah, we entertain his praise and seek his help. Whomsoever Allah guides, no one will lead astray. And whomsoever Allah leads astray, none will guide. I testify there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his servant and messenger." Dumad heard the words and requested the Prophet, peace be with him, to echo them again, and he was granted his wish thrice. Here he said, "I have heard the soothsayers, sorcerers, and poets. Soothsayers, but never have I experienced the sweetness of your words. They have the depth of the ocean." He then gave a pledge of a sincere convert. Hope-inspiring breezes from the Madinis. It was during the pilgrim season in the 11th year of prophethood that the Islamic call found the righteous seeds through which it would grow up to constitute tall trees, whose leaves would foster the new faith and shelter the new helpless converts from the blows of injustice and high-handedness of the Quraysh. It was the Prophet's wise practice to meet the delegates of the Arabian tribes by night so that the hostile Meccans would not debar him from achieving his objectives. In the company of his two truthful companions, Ali and Abu Bakr, he had an interesting talk regarding Islamization with Bani Duhal, but the latter suspended their conversion in pursuit of the same objective. The Prophet, peace be with him, and his companions passed by Aqba in Mina, where they heard people talking. They went towards them and found 6 men from Yathrib, all of whom were from the Khazraj tribe: Asad bin Zura, Auf bin Harith, Rafi bin Malik, Qutbah bin Amr, Uqba bin Amr, and Jabir bin Abdullah. These Medinese always heard the Jews say that a prophet was about to rise. Oh yeah, I heard that the Jews have a special prophecy about a prophet coming. But when I was reading an article about it, Jews said Muhammad didn't qualify, but I don't remember what was the reason. I gotta reread the article. But for some reason, the Jews' prophecies about the future of a prophet are considered like set in stone as like what's gonna happen, from what I could tell from that article. For the time for him had arrived, and that when they found him they would follow him and then kill their enemies as children of Ad and Imran had been killed. When Allah's messenger, peace be with him, met them, he asked them, "Who are you?" "Of the tribe of Khazraj," they replied. He asked them, "Are you the allies of the Jews?" They said, "Yes." He said, "Then why not sit down for a little and I will speak to you." The offer was readily accepted, for the fame of Muhammad, peace be with him, had spread to Medina, and the strangers were curious to see more of the man who had created a stir in the whole area. The Prophet presented an explanation of Islam to them, its implications and responsibilities that fell upon those who accept it. Yeah, you really gotta know the responsibilities and implications of something before you take the oath, right? When the Prophet, peace be with him, concluded his talk, they exchanged among themselves ideas following the effect. "No, surely this is the Prophet with whom the Jews are ever threatening us. So let us make haste and be the first to join them." They therefore embraced Islam and said to the Prophet, "We have left our community, for no tribe is so divided by hate and enmity as they are." Oh, so it wasn't a law of unity. "Allah may cement our ties through you, so let us go and invite them to this region of yours. If Allah unites them in it, no man will be dearer than you." The handful of Madanese converts remained steady to the cause, and they preached Islam with full zeal and devotion, with the result that they succeeded in winning supporters for Islam from among their fellow citizens, and hardly was there a house in Medina not talking curiously and enthusiastically about Allah's messenger, peace be with him. I'll pause it here. We have had a lot of luck so far with no freezing, but let's not test the luck.